Hello everyone and welcome to the show. You're watching Real Russia channel, the deepest insight into the real Russian life. My name is Sergey Baklykov and I'm glad to tell you that this is already 100th episode of Real Russia. Already more than 2 years, and for 100 episodes I'm telling you about Russia and mostly about my homeland, about Ufa, the city of Ufa, where I was born and where still living. But all the time it is always was about something concrete places or concrete events. But now the time has come to tell you about my city, the city of Ufa in general, just in this one single episode, and in some simple words I will try to give you maximum of imagination about the city of Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia and the host of BRICS and SCO Summits in July 2015. So stay tuned and keep watching. My story about the city of Ufa, I want to start with telling you where Ufa is located, because many of you was writing me that you don't even knew about Ufa before my videos. Most foreigners really knows only about Moscow and St. Petersburg. So I want to tell you that Ufa, located in about 1,400 kilometers east from Moscow. It takes about 30 hours by train or only 2 hours by plane to come to Ufa. Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia. It was founded about 400 years ago by the orders of Tsar Iva The Terrible in 1574. So that's it. And right now on this landscape you can see the original place where Ufa was founded. It was founded as a fortress, and it was really good place to start the city, because you see, if somebody will want to attack, they will have to cross the river, to climb on a mountain, and then yet to climb across a big wall of the fortress. Ufa is the city which now have more than 1,200,000 of citizens, but all of these people, all this amount population was raised just out of the little fortress. Now we are in the park, which is located right near the White House of the government of the Republic of Bashkortostan. Once the city of Ufa is the capital of Bashkortostan, of course the government located here. Russian Federation, actually it's a federative government, and it is consisted of 85 territories, including 22 republics. And all republics of Russia are dedicated to the indigenous nations which lived and still live on the territories, on the land where those republics are located. And what about Bashkortostan? It is an indigenous land of the Bashkir people of Bashkir nation. That's why it is Bashkortostan. And our neighbors, let's say the Republic of Tatarstan, this is an indigenous land of Tatars, of Tatar people. And so actually all the republics in Russia follow for the federal laws of Russia, but in the same time have enough of independency to have its own laws, but the laws which is not against the federal laws. Well, so in Bashkortostan we have the heads of the Republic of Bashkortostan and State Assembly, which is called Kurultai. But I have to notice that the State Assembly of the Republic of Bashkortostan are mostly responsible for the global political questions of the whole Republic of Bashkortostan. What about concretely the city of Ufa? What about the local questions here? Then it is already more in a responsibility of the city council. And right now we're staying near the building of city council. The city manager as the head of the city council and 35 elected deputies are working here and making the city of Ufa better. They are taking care of this. This is one of hundreds of oil pumps in the suburbs of the city of Ufa and on the territory of the whole Republic of Bashkortostan, because here under the ground of the Bashkir land a lot of oil. The first oil deposit in Bashkortostan was researched in 1932, and already in 5 years after that the first oil refinery was built and created in Bashkortostan. Actually, nowadays Bashkortostan is one of the biggest diggers of oil and providers of oil products in Russia. Actually, this is the head of the Bashkir economy. It engaged thousands of people for working places, for workers, and actually this is the move, the driver of many other industries here, big industries like chemical industry, machine industry and energy industry. It all makes the Bashkortostan one of the leading regions in Russia. In the city of Ufa and in the whole Republic of Bashkortostan you can find a lot of labels which is duplicated in two languages, in Russian language and Bashkir language. The thing is that the Bashkir people have their own national language, Bashkir language, but in the same time a lot of Russians are living in the Republic of Bashkortostan. For this reason, finally, we have two official languages, Russian and Bashkir. You know, in the city of Ufa, people mostly talk Russian language, even Bashkirs. But in the smaller cities of Ufa, and especially in the villages of Bashkortostan, the Bashkir traditions are still very high, and people there talk mostly Bashkir language. What about me? I know just a little bit of Bashkir language, but anyway with a huge Russian accent, but I will try to show you how it sounds like. I will tell you a little rhyme in a Bashkir language. So that's it. Essay odata maktab, aтай odata maktab, bedden korşalay bugün, korşalay yakti mektep. Erken bulmalar yakşı, şonday matur mektepte yakşı, ukarga kerek yakşı. The Bashkirs and Russians belong not only to different ethnic groups and have a different national languages, but also belongs to different religions. You know, Russians are mostly an Orthodox Christians and Bashkirs are Muslims, Muslims of so-called Sunni Islam. And right now we're staying near Lala Tulpan, still the biggest mosque in the city of Ufa. So here in our city we have a lot of mosques for Muslims, as a lot of churches for an Orthodox Christians like this one. And you know, the presence of two big religions here in Bashkortostan never meet any problems around the people who are living here in the Republic. More than that, Muslims and Orthodox Christians are really friendly, and more than that, a lot of mixed marriages here when Russians marry Bashkirs and Tatars. For example, my wife Albina is a half Bashkir and half Tatar as well. The Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia is really very friendly region, and so its capital, the city of Ufa, and here we have so-called the House of People's Friendship, also known as a Congress Hall. You can see this on your screens now. It was architected in a collaboration with the Japanese architect Kiyakazu Arai. The design of this building is very much influenced by the Bashkir culture, and it's going to be one of the main places of an upcoming summits of BRICS and SCO. BRICS is a union of 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. That's why it BRICS, and SCO is Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Well, I'm really glad that these summits will come here in the city of Ufa, because not only many people from all over the world will come to the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan, to Ufa, but also it's a great driver for the economy of our city. For example, 9 new hotels was built now before the summits of BRICS. For example, this one, Hilton Garden Hotel, which is right next to the Congress Hall. So welcome to the summits of BRICS and SCO in Ufa, and you definitely will have a place to stay. Welcome to the summits, welcome before the summits, and welcome after summits to our city as well. If you will decide to come to the city of Ufa, you can do it as by train, as by car, as by plane. So right now I'm staying near the airport of Ufa, one of the biggest airports in Russia. It provides daily flights regularly, as regular domestic flights as international flights. It was founded in 1938. Well, and you know, Ufa is actually just one of few cities in the whole world where the code of airport and the name of the city is absolutely the same, just 3 letters. Full name of the city without any reduces. What about the trains? Here is the railway station of Ufa. That's it. You can see this on your screens now. And this is one of the main centers of the whole railway system of Russia. And you know, from here we have a direct railways to 80 of 20 biggest cities of Russia. And every single day the railway station of Ufa serve 60 long distance trains from all over the country. And finally, if talk about an automobile interstate roads in the city of Ufa and across the Republic of Bashkortostan, of course, here we have an interstate roads. And Ufa is the only city in the whole Russia which is connected with Moscow with at the same time 2 interstate roads, Road M5 and Road M7. The city of Ufa, as the city which is based in 1574 year, have a huge history. And when you will come here, you can walk through the new colorful buildings, walk through the buildings of the 19th century, which is built in the best traditions of that time, and of course through the Soviet districts, the Soviet era districts like this one. For example, right now you can see some of the buildings which is built in the best tradition of so-called Stalin's architecture, the Stalin's empire, and of course the buildings of so-called Khrushchev's era, the Soviet Union buildings. You know, here you can still catch a great mix of the Soviet era and the new Russia era. So if you will come here, you are not going to be disappointed. So welcome to Russia, welcome to Ufa, welcome to Bashkortostan. And you know, it's not really just the words. I really invite you to come here to Ufa. My name is Sergey Baklykov. This is the Real Russia channel. Don't forget to comment, like, and of course to subscribe.